Alright, starting the recording. Hello everybody. Today I'm going to be teaching you guys how to use Enderbot, which is a global RPG based game in English and French. And yeah, it's made by Enderspirit. So yeah, let's start. Alright, so the first core mechanic that we're going to be starting with is the mine mechanic. The mine mechanic allows you to gain resources and XP right off the bat. First you want to mine, and then whenever you can, I recommend mining all. So it would be whatever that arrow thing is, mine space all. Or abbreviations would be MIA or MIAL with spaces between each thing. You can abbreviate things here or shorten things. Another thing we're going to be looking at is resources and the inventory command. So for inventory, you could do arrow inventory or arrow, well, right facing arrow, and then INV or right facing arrow I. For the basic inventory, you've got your mana in the top right, then you've got your hit points next to it, and your energy in the top left. Or, no, energy top right, mana top left, my bad. Then you've got your level right below your mana, and then you've got your resources 1, which is your, it's the first tier of resources, which can encompass its core resources for crafting and all that. Resources 2, which is used for crafting and structures. Resources 3, used for enchanting. Resources 4, I'm not sure what it's used for yet. I think it's used for housing. And resources 5, which is used for energy and factories. Under that, you've got your items, which is the pickaxe, which allows you to mine. You can upgrade and enchant that as long as you have the resources. Then you've got your house, which gives you energy. The higher level your house, the faster you get energy. Then you've got your ring, which increases your maximum theoretical critical, which is something that allows you to get more resources. Your generator, which can allow you to get XP, and the generator command is gen start. As you can see, I've already got one going, and mine ends in about an hour. So next you've got your PvP, which is late game stuff. Your PvP is late game stuff, which is like golems. You use it to craft golems, and then your cities, active cities, and mining structures. As you can see, my highest tiered mining structure, which is what it displays in the mining structure category, is English Enderbot, which is this server right here. Highly recommend joining it. And then you've got your fight, 1, which is your fight level, your war orbs, your attack, you've got your attack, and then you've got your defense. Then you've got potions, which is used for healing. You've got your sword, which is used for attacking in dungeons, as well as your shield for defense. Your war orbs give you more attack and defense the more you get those, which increases your fight level. Your attack and defense is also determined by your player level. As you can see, I'm 385, which is 38,085 or 38,500 XP at least. And then you've got your runes, which is used for enchanting things. You need 100 runes to enchant your first level of enchanting. Enchanting is done with this command. It would be enchant, or you could just go en, and then you specify an item, which could be sword, shield, pick, ring, and generator, which is just gen if you want to shorten it. I currently don't have enough to enchant anything right now, but for your second level, you need 200 mining runes, right there. So it goes up by 100 each level for mining runes, and you need 100 for your first level of anything. Everything is controlled through reactions, um, which is basically your confirming and all that. And then you've got your tower. I am currently floor level 5, which the boss for that is the massive slime. To move around, you use the arrows on the bottom reaction thing, and to interact with things like the boss, which will be indicated by a skull, you would click the check mark. And then you would click the check mark once you have decided you want to fight the boss. It will bring up a second menu, which will tell you your HP and the boss's HP. And basically, you have to have higher attack and defense than the boss. Your HP isn't exactly the most important thing right off the bat. As long as you're doing significantly more damage than the boss, you should be good. As you can see, I just won that fight. And you can decide to redo, but what I would do is check your inventory after every boss fight. It will show you your remaining health. If you choose to redo, you can. As you can see, I also won that fight. You gain war orbs from fighting bosses, and you lose energy for every move you make in the tower and every time you fight a boss in the tower. If you die to a boss, then you lose your HP and your energy. However, it doesn't have any effect on your items. So as you can see, I can just fight this boss until I either lose energy or I end up dying. I'll show you what happens when you die. As you can see, you can also gain chests from these things. So I died right there. So I could check my inventory, and I have 0 out of 404 health and 0 out of 20 energy. Now, chests. Chests is another thing that you are highly recommended to get. Every floor you go on gives you 2% more chance of getting a chest from the boss. You start out with 20% chance for the chest. Every 20 floors you gain another tier of chest. So for the chest command, it would be CHO and then that level of chest. In my case, it's a D. And then you gain resources from that. Now, if I were to check my inventory, you'd see that I have more runes, and I can enchant things now. So I will show you the enchanting again. Now, as you can see, I only have enough to enchant my generator. The command for that would be enchant or ench or enc or just en gen 1, or you can just put en gen. It will give up, or it will bring up this menu, and if you want to enchant it, you will click the check mark. That enchants the generator to level 1. Enchanting gives extreme buffs for your stats on that item. My pickaxe is enchantment level 1, and my sword, and shield are also enchantment level 1, as well as my generator. Moving on, we will get to voting and dailies, as well as hourlies. So the command for vote would be just vote. I have to wait another 8 hours before I can vote, but then you would click discordbots.org, and it would bring you to that site. You would click vote, and then, yeah, you'd go about that. And then, for the hourlies, it would just be HR or hourly or hour, but I use HR, it's a lot faster. And you can gain items from those, if this works. Might just be lag. It's just lag. Alright, and then you've got daily. Um, Usually that's supposed to do something. Uh, yeah. I think it's just my computer. Um, but usually it would bring up a um, item screen. That's what it is, and you would be able to collect items from that. It's basically just like a chest, except you only get minerals and resources. As for minerals and resources, you would usually want to save your perfect prism and antimatter, because those are the most valuable resources in the game. With stone, it's used for crafting a lot of things, and yeah. Let's see if this will work now. Okay, um, okay, I can't collect my hourly yet. Now, if daily will work and my game would stop lagging, we might be good here. Anyways, I can't collect my daily until about 11 o'clock, and the daily will grant you XP, mana, and that sort of stuff. When you vote, you will gain a vote token, and you will gain a loot chest. So, once you're done voting, you would go loot open, or loot O, and it would bring up a menu for opening loot boxes, and you would gain uh, level 1 resources, level 2 resources, and the sort, as well as mana and health, as well, and energy. And now for things to start with. So when I first started, I was given a starter kit by the nice people in the English Enderbot server. I will provide a link to their server in the description. And they gave me about 1 billion of each resources besides coal, uranium, and plutonium. And perfect prisms and antimatter, because those are really, really hard to come across. I got 250 perfect prisms and 250 antimatter when I got that kit. They don't give you runes because you can't trade those at all. You have to earn them. And yeah, so the first thing you want to craft is a house, a pickaxe, a ring, sword, and shield, if you have the stuff for them. If you don't have anything, just mine all. It will use all 20 of your mana that you start out with, and you will get items. As you can see, I got stone, iron, obsidian, ruby, sapphire, and mithril. In this case, I got a lot more because I'm higher leveled and my items are higher tiered. So you might get something around 500 stone at most, as well as iron and gold sometimes, and obsidian. Uh, so what I did when I first got things is I got my house up to level 7, my pickaxe up to level 8, my ring up to level 5, my generator up to level 10, and then I crafted a sword and shield and got them as high as I could as well. It helps a lot in the boss rooms, and it works great um, in PvP, I believe. I haven't gotten any late game stuff, so this is just a beginner's tutorial. And yeah, so just trying to think of my points that I was going for. Structures. So to create a structure, you first need an organization. So you would be, the command would be org create, and then name. In this case, I'll name it test. Okay. Org create test 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. It's also taken. All right. Org create Ironfall, and then it will give you the choice of making the organization a monarchy or a republic. In a monarchy, you have absolute power, and leadership can only be transferred if you are willing to nominate another member. Republic is a voted thing, so power is distributed across members proportionally to their participation and and their treasure gathering. Um, when it comes to republics, the voters get more power according to how much they give, and their votes will hold more of a punch when they vote for another person. The person with the highest score would be elected president of the organization and would have the same power as a king in a monarchy. The president would be overthrown if another member is elected with more votes by the shareholders. I usually go for a monarchy. However, if you want to use a republic, that is completely fine. And then, yeah, so it creates that. Now, for investing in structures, it would be struct, invest, and then you would specify a resource, iron, gold, or obsidian. Iron gives you, let's see, what was it again? Well, they each have different stats. I will pull those up right now. Where is it? Structures. Right here. So iron increases your maximum theoretical critical for every level that you invest. Gold increases your hourly rewards every level, and obsidian increases your daily rewards by every level. Investing in structures is not recommended until you have more than 1 billion of a resource. You won't see any bonuses until that every level is 1 billion. So in this case, I would specify the organization, in this case Iron Fall, and then you would specify your resource. I'm going to invest iron, and then you put in a level or a number. So I'll just invest 1 iron into Ironfall. Same goes for gold and obsidian, it all goes the same way. So the format for that is struct, invest, organization, resource, number. Other structure commands can be shown by just typing in struct. So you've got structure, info, and then organization name, and it tells you how much you've invested. So I could go struct or str info ironfall, and it shows how much you have invested there. Then I could do struct info, and then my other thing that I've invested in is and it will show you how much I've invested there. I haven't, well, it shows how much everyone has invested total. I've invested about 1 million into iron in this structure. Other commands would be struct list, which shows everything you've invested into structures and the structures that you are a part of. Now, the final command that you might find important is struct remove. So, and then it will say structure ID, so struct remove 337. Hold on. No, that's not the ID. Ironfall. I didn't invest in this. Yes, I did. Alright, well, some of the commands are a bit iffy right now. And I think that's about all. I'll just check the command list for things that I am familiar with. Oh, yes. So, next I am going to teach you about crafting and treasures. So, crafting, it's really simple. What you would do is craft, and then you specify an item. It can be ring, sword, generator, shield, or house. In this case, I'm going to craft generator. And then it would give you this menu, click check, and it crafts. The generator at level 1, I believe, costs about 5 antimatter, and it goes up by 1 per each level. Unless it's 10 antimatter, I can't remember. It's one of the two. And, yeah. For swords, it's the same thing. You'll find out the resources when you need to. And you can check your inventory, see how much you have. I now have no antimatter, so it won't show up in this bar. Treasures. Treasure command is right arrow treasure, right arrow trez, or right arrow tr. Now, first command you're going to want to look at is trt, or tr timer. And it will show you all of the shards that you can collect treasures from and their times. So I recommend jumping to the shortest one, trj or tr jump, and then in my case it would be 7. So it jumps me onto shard 7, and then you just type in tr, excuse me, you type in tr, and it will show you a time. Hold on. It will show you a time, and if I can get this to work properly, once that disappears. Okay, TRT, I'm going to jump to TR3. It will show you the person who fought for the shard last. But if the bot restarted, then it will just say bot restarted minutes ago, and it will give you a timer. Usually the timer is really, really short if someone else just got it. But yeah, so treasures have a lot of benefits. They give you tons of resources, and they give you tons of XP. One thing I recommend having in your server is Tatsumaki. It allows you to set timers, and it allows you to give reputation points. Reputation points are extremely valuable. I'm not sure what they do yet. I haven't really looked into that. So the command for that would be trep, and then specify a username. If I can find my previous command, it would be trep or t exclamation point rep, and then you would say a username. In this case, I'm going to give reputation to Enderspirit, the creator of this bot, and you will gain resources from giving reputation points. You gain antimatter, perfect prisms, energy, mana, and XP, which can be used for other commands like mine all. Alright, well, I believe that is it. I will release a larger tutorial once I'm farther into the game, and yeah. Alright, bye.